Hey y'all, so today I'm doing a video that's a little bit different. It's a video response, and I'm sorry if I'm looking down because I'm looking at my phone because I had to take notes and write things down because everything was so jumbled in my head. And basically this is a response to Taren916's rant, The Ugly Truth About YouTube and Business. Now, I agree with a lot of things that she said, and I think she did hit on a lot of good and great points, but I also have other opinions because I'm coming from a whole nother side of it. Just to give you a little background on me, I am a new vlogger. I don't have many subscribers, and that's fine. I'm not here for the numbers. When I started doing YouTube, I was doing it for myself. I was doing it to chronicle my journey, and hopefully in my journey help other people along the way. I never saw this, and I don't see this as a business opportunity or a way to advance in the natural hair community. That's my personal opinion, and that's how I feel about my vlogging. YouTube and companies that send me things and ask me to do reviews do not pay my rent. They don't pay to put food in my mouth. They don't do anything for me but send me free products. I have a job. It's not YouTube. It has nothing to do with YouTube. I have a career, and that's what pays my bills. YouTube is a hobby, but like any hobby, it takes a lot of time. It does take a lot of time to film and to do videos. Do I feel like I should get paid for doing these videos? Not necessarily, because it is a hobby for me. Yeah, there's some hobbies that I do get paid for. I get paid for my photography, which is a hobby, but YouTube isn't something that I'm looking to get money out of, at least right now. In the future, things might change. And, you know, it's such a touchy subject, and I was very hesitant about filming this video because of that. You know, I don't have a lot of subbies, and whether or not I lose some behind my opinion, so be it. But it is my opinion. I have done videos for companies that have sent me products. Did I get paid for doing these videos? No. The payment I saw was the actual product. That's how I saw the payment. When I did Beautiful contacted me, and I willingly did the review. And I will always give my honest opinion about how I feel about something that somebody sends me. Always, 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 always. I think that if somebody does send you a product and you decide that you're not going to review it because you don't like it, I feel like that's a little bit dishonest. I'm going to review the product whether or not I liked it. It doesn't matter. You run that risk as a company of sending me these products and running the risk that I'm not going to like them, and I'm going to share that with my followers, with the people that subscribe to me, because they expect, you know, I don't like people to expect things, but they expect my honesty, and the only thing I have is my integrity. And if that's compromised in any way, then I'd rather just not be doing this. I'm sorry if I'm like all over the place, but it is sort of a rant. Another point that I totally understand when Taren, if you're watching this, when you said you have to know your self-worth. You do. You definitely have to know your self-worth. Taren, I've been watching Taren since before I decided to become natural. While I was transitioning, I was watching Taren because I felt like, okay, this is a girl that has similar hair to me. Let me watch, let me learn from her. And yes, Taren has taken off, and there is hardly any naturals that do not know who Taren916 is. Yes, she has a very big value. If she wants to ask these companies to pay her to make these reviews, then yes, I think she should. As for me, not so much. I'm not saying that smaller vloggers are not worth anything either, because anybody that's advertising for any company, you're worth something, and they know that, and that's why they send you these products, because they know that you will reach a certain people that they might not reach on their own. But as for right now, I'm taking them sending me products as payment enough. I don't fault the companies. I don't fault the companies in regards to you know, to taking advantage of us. As individuals and as people, You allow people to take advantage of you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to review anything. You don't have to accept products. You don't. You don't. I think that if you don't want to be taken advantage of, then you need to set those guidelines from the beginning. This is what I want. This is what you want, and I'm willing to do what you want, but this is what I want in return. So you can't, I don't fault the companies. I don't. Because if I don't want to do the review, I don't do the review. It's simple as that. But I don't fault the companies for, how do they say? I don't knock their hustle. We're on here trying to hustle. Most people are on here trying to hustle, trying to get somewhere. They're busy, you know, they have businesses that grow from YouTube. They have other things that grow from YouTube and from the notoriety. I don't knock anybody's hustle. I say there's success in everything for everybody. There's enough success for everybody in the world. I'm not knocking nobody's hustle on YouTube that does the vlogs, and I'm not going to knock the company's hustle. If they know they can get free advertisement out of you, then that's what they're going to do. I can't fault them. That becomes an individual thing. You need to know your worth. You need to set those standards right up front. I don't want to do this review if I'm not getting paid. Okay, so be it. That's you. But for me right now, payment enough in getting products. I don't make tons and tons of money. I don't. People sending me free things, thank you. Thank you. I see that as payment enough. Shit that I'm not going to be able to afford myself. If you want to send it for me for free and you want me to do a review, an honest review, then I'll do it. No problem. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, you run the risk of me saying something negative. And I'm never going to tell you that I like something that I honestly don't like. Now, on the viewer aspect of all of this, you as viewers, I as a viewer, and as consumers, you got to be smart. You got to be smart. Yeah, everybody on YouTube isn't the most honest. We all see it. We know it. We know who's, all right? That's all I'm saying. We know who's just doing it because there's money to be made. You need to be smart. You need to know who you're watching. Oh, Lord. I'm like, my mind is like everywhere. You need to know who you're watching. You need to know. And you also have to be smart. If you're watching somebody that has a totally different type of hair texture and they're saying that this product worked wonders for them, and you decide that you're going to go out and buy that product knowing very well that your hair is a whole different texture and you're expecting that product to work the same on you as it did on them, then you're wrong. Because it's like a dog-eat-dog world. Like, you got to think smartly. You know, what works for one doesn't work for the other. And I know I'm all over the place, but like my mind is like racing about this. What works for me might not necessarily work for you. When I give you a review, I'm giving you my opinion. If I hate a product, you might love the product. If I love a product, you might hate the product. But you can't fault me and tell me that I gave a bad review or a dishonest review because the product didn't work on you. If I like it and if it worked on my hair, then so be it. And if you have similar hair to me, then maybe it might work on you. But at the same time, it doesn't. And I feel like as consumers, as viewers, you got to be smart. You got to know what you're doing. People can sell you things that you don't need on YouTube. It is like an advertising mecca. Vloggers do get to people that most companies are not going to be able to get to, and get to more people than they do. Especially the big time bloggers. Taren is huge, like I said. She's going to reach a lot of people. But I think to each his own, you know. And just in closing, because I don't want this to get too long. Like I said, all I have is my integrity. And I don't have big numbers, and that's fine. And I don't need to make big numbers. I don't need to make no money from this. I'm fine. Just, you know, as consumers, as viewers, be smart. Like, just seriously be smart. If you're a vlogger and you know you're up there and you know your worth has skyrocketed, then make sure you put what you want in writing. Like, but don't fault the companies for trying. Don't knock their hustle, because that's what it is. It's a dog-eat-dog world. It's a hustle. You know, people on here that are trying to make money, it's a hustle. I don't knock anybody's hustle, and that's my opinion on everything. And I know I might have sounded a little scattered It is a lot of information that Taren put out there, and like I said, for the most part I agree, but on some aspects I'm like, well. Oh, one last thing. She said something about mom and pop businesses and companies shouldn't be, I'm not saying it verbatim because this is not exactly what she said, but it was just like in terms like, shouldn't aim so high as to go to her with their products because they're so small and they might not meet the demand. You don't know what what demand that company might meet. I love trying mom and pop products. I have tried mom and pop products, like small time companies that nobody knows. Y'all saw me do a review on Heritage. I asked her to send me those products because I wanted to try them, and I freaking love them. She's a small company. I might not have generated a lot of sales for her, but I don't know that, and I don't care. She was nice enough to send me these products for free and try them. I love them. I decided to share it. Another thing, don't get too ahead of yourself. Success comes and success goes quickly. The same people you meet on the way up are the same people you'll see on your way back down.